My voice is audible? Hello. Good afternoon to all. Okay, Nikita. In last lecture, we have already started the fourth chapter from the second section. That is the electrochemical and photochemical machining. Right. So, in last lecture, we have covered electrochemical machining process. Now, in today's lecture, we will study the electrochemical grinding process. Right. It will be similar as like a electrochemical machining process. In electrochemical machining process, we have used the form shape tool, and in case of a electrochemical grinding process, this form shape tool it will be replaced by the grinding, right? So grinding wheel it will be act as a tool or cathode, and workpiece it will be act as a anode. So in this way, we will start with the next point, that is a electrochemical grinding. Write down the next point from the third chapter, electrochemical machining. We have covered electrochemical machining, then second part, that is the electrochemical grinding. Now, what is this electrochemical grinding? This electrochemical grinding, it is a process that was similar to the electrochemical machining process. Then what is the difference between electrochemical machining and electrochemical grinding process? We know that we require the DC power supply in order to carry out the chemical dissolution of the metals or metal alloys. When negative supply is applied to the electrode, that electrode is act as a cathode, or it also called as a tool. So in case of electrochemical machining, we are using a form shaped tool, means cathodic shaped tool. It will be used in electrochemical machining, and that was replaced by the specially constructed grinding wheel. Means in case of the electrochemical machining, as we are using form shaped tool that was act as a cathode, that was replaced by the specially constructed grinding wheel. That is, in case of electro grinding machining, we are using grinding wheel as a cathode or tool. Also, we require certain kind of the insulating abrasive material of the grinding wheel in order to set in a conductive bonding material. Now, which are those abrasive materials? We may use the diamond or aluminum oxide. Whatever the grinding wheel we are using, it will be act as a cathodic tool, and wheel is nothing but, as we called as the wheel, it is having a rotating motion, and that tool it is having also abrasive particles on its periphery. Grinding wheel it is having a abrasive particle on its periphery that was act as an tool or cathodic tool. Generally, sodium nitrate that was used as a commonly used electrolyte fluid in case of a electro grinding machining in order to carry out electrochemical dissolution. Means whatever the material is to be removed from the surface of the workpiece, it is because of a electrochemical dissolution process, and that process is carried out in proportionate with the how much amount of current it will be passed through that electrolyte solution. Commonly, sodium nitrate it will be act as a electrolyte solution in case of a electrochemical grinding. Are you understood the introduction of the electrochemical grinding process? In electrochemical grinding process, grinding wheel, it will be act as a tool or cathode, and it is provided with a abrasive material like diamond or aluminum oxide on a periphery of the tool, and we are generally use sodium nitrate as an electrolyte solution that will be useful to carry out electrochemical dissolution process that will be responsible to remove the material from the workpiece. This is all about the electrochemical grinding process. Okay, now working principles here. This is a simple block diagram that will be given related to this electrochemical grinding process. This will be the workpiece that was fed in this direction. Now, tool is a stationary now, right? This will be the tool. That is nothing but the grinding wheel with a metallic bond or abrasive particles on its periphery, right? And this will be the supply in order to provide the electrolyte solution, right? Because it is responsible to carry out electrochemical dissolution of the material from the workpiece, and also it will be remove this burr or sludge particle precipitated from this machining region, right? Machining part. There is a gap between the grinding wheel and the surface of the workpiece. Here we are providing DC power supply, which negative terminal is connected with the grinding wheel. So this grinding wheel, it will act as a cathode and it will play a role of a tool in case of a electrochemical grinding process. The positive terminal of the battery, it will be connected to the workpiece. So workpiece, it will act as a anode. When we are applying the power across these two electrodes, that is the grinding wheel and the workpiece, the potential difference applied, it will cause a chemical dissolution process, and this chemical dissolution is to be possible when we are supplying the electrolyte solution between the gap of grinding wheel and the workpiece. And because of a chemical dissolution process, the material is to be removed from the workpiece, and that precipitated means whatever the material removed, that will be cleaned up by using this electrolytic solution also. So this will be the working principle of the electrochemical grinding process. Draw this block diagram neatly. Or here, whatever the grinding wheel we are using during this electrochemical grinding process, the speed of the wheel, it will be ranging from 20 to 35 meters per second, and we require the current intensity in a range of 50 to 300 ampere. So that much range of speed and that much range of current intensity you must have to keep in order to remove the material from the workpiece. Whatever the potential difference or gap voltage that has to be provided or applied in between grinding wheel and the workpiece, that will be in a range of 4 to 40 volt, and the density of the current, that will be in a range of about 120 to 420 ampere per centimeter square, that will be required. And this current density, that was mainly depend on which type of the material you are using for the machining, how much will be the gap width between the grinding wheel and the workpiece, and how much voltage is to be applied across grinding wheel and the workpiece. based on these three parameters, that is the material, gap width, and the applied voltage. Based on these three parameters, the density of the current it will be chosen. So this is all about the range of the parameters which will require to carry out the electrochemical grinding process. That is how much is the speed of the wheel, how much is the rating of the current, how much voltage is to be applied, what is the intensity of the current, and that intensity or density of the current it will be depend on material of the workpiece, gap width between wheel and the workpiece, and the applied voltage across this wheel and workpiece. Note down these points. Okay, or now this is the exact setup of the electrochemical grinding process. These are the different components of this electrochemical grinding system. If you are observing this diagram, this will be the shaft. It will be mounted on a bearing or bushing, insulating bush. This is the grinding wheel, which is provided with this abrasive particles on its periphery. Right? These are the abrasive particles. Now, this is the work table, and this will be the workpiece. And we are feeding this workpiece against this grinding wheel in order to remove the material from the workpiece. This workpiece is mounted on a work table, and it is provided with a feed mechanism in a linear direction. This is the abrasive wheel. On a periphery, it is provided with the abrasive particles. Also, we require the electrolyte solution in order to carry out electrochemical dissolution of the metal. And that electrolyte solution it will be passed by using this pipeline network, right? And that electrolyte solution it will be fed at the gap between wheel and the workpiece. Also, the system is provided with a power supply. That was a DC power supply. So the positive terminal it will be connected to this workpiece. This is the workpiece. So this workpiece it will act as an anode, and the negative terminal of the battery it will be connected to this shaft, and that on that shaft we are mounting this grinding wheel. So grinding wheel it will be act as a cathode or tool, right? Why? Because it is provided with the negative charge of the battery. When we are applying this power supply or apply the voltage across this wheel and the workpiece, the chemical dissolution it will be takes place as current is passing from workpiece to the wheel, and the abrasive particles which are present on the periphery of this grinding wheel, they causes the dissolution of the material on the surface of the workpiece, and whatever the material is to be removed by this process chemical dissolution, that will be get precipitated in the form of sludge, and that material it will be clean up from this particular location of the machining to the reservoir, right? So cleaning is also carried out by using this electrolyte solution. Also, it will be responsible to carry out the chemical dissolution of the metal due to the application of the current that was passing from anode to cathode by through this electrolytic solution. Generally, sodium nitrate it will be used as a electrolyte solution. Are you getting this point? Components of the electrochemical grinding system and work of each component and what is the function of each component, that was I discussed earlier. So draw this diagram neatly a sufficient time to draw this diagram. Okay, is it over? This is the experimental setup or system component of electrochemical grinding process. Now, the material remove rate in case of a electrochemical grinding machine, how it is to be carried out. Whatever the material, it will be mainly removed by the electrochemical dissolution, while the material amalgamation of the abrasive grits, it will account for additional 5 to 10% of the total material. Means whatever the abrasive grit or particles, those are mounted on a periphery of the wheel. They are responsible to remove the large amount of material from the workpiece. As we know that in case of a electrochemical grinding process, mainly material removal is to be taken or carried out because of a electrochemical dissolution process. But mechanically removal of the material is to be carried out up to 5 to 10% because of the abrasive particles or grids that will be mounted on a periphery. Whatever the removal of the material, that rate by the electrochemical grinding process, that was the 4 times faster than that of the conventional grinding process. That is, whenever you are trying to remove the material from the workpiece by using only grinding or grinding wheel, that is a conventional process, the amount of material removed by the conventional grinding machining, that will be a very less as compared to the amount of the material removed from the workpiece by using the electrochemical grinding process, and the difference it is a near about 4 times faster. And whatever the part that are produced by using the electrochemical grinding process, that will be having a good surface finish. They are free from the burr, and also they are unstressed. Unstressed means formation of the traces because of a impact of the tool on a workpiece, it will be a zero in case of a electrochemical grinding process. And the amount of the material removed in case of the electrochemical grinding process, it may be termed in terms of a volumetric removal rate, VRR, and it is in a range of typically up to 1600 meter cube per minute, as we are taking the volume removal rate. So that unit it will be a mm cube, volume meter cube or mm cube, and rate म्हटलं की per minute or per second. So volumetric removal rate in case of a electrochemical grinding process, it is of 1600 mm cube, millimeter cube per minute. So this is a material removal rate that will be observed in case of a electrochemical grinding process. Now what is this volumetric removal rate? It is a measured in terms of meter cube, mm cube per minute, and it will be calculated by using this equation. PRR is equal to epsilon I divided by rho into F. Now what is the epsilon? That is the equivalent weight that was measured in terms of a gram. What is the I? That is current, machining current. It is in ampere. And what about the rho? That is the density of the workpiece or anode material. It is in a gram per millimeter cube. And F is a Faraday's constant, right? So by this formula, we can calculate the volumetric removal rate in case of a electrochemical grinding process. Write down this formula. Over. Write down your seat number in chat box for attendance purpose. Everyone have written their name in chat box, roll number in chat box. Sixteen students are present only. Attendance is of 24, 23. Okay. So after 225, 226. Whenever the students are writing their attendance, they are marked as absent. Okay, come to the point. This is the formula by which we can calculate volume removal rate in terms of a electrochemical grinding process. Now this is the components, that is the electrochemical grinding process. It is a combination of electrochemical machining plus mechanical grinding process. In case of electrochemical machining, electrochemical dissolution, it will be takes place in case of a electrochemical machining process. and it will combine with the mechanical grinding. And in case of a mechanical grinding process, material is to be removed by the mechanical abrasive process, abrasion process. MM means mechanical abrasion process. As we discussed in last slide, that is a metal is mainly removed by the electrochemical dissolution because it will be carried out by the electrochemical machining process. And 10 to 15, 5 to 10% material is to be removed by mechanical abrasion process because of a abrasive grids. Those are mounted on a periphery of the wheel. Right. Electrochemical dissolution phase means there will be transfer or exchange of the ions or chemical reaction. And mechanical abrasion process means we require the abrasive particles in order to remove the material from the workpiece. The combined action of this nothing but the abrasive tool. That is nothing but your grinding wheel, and it is provided with a negative supply, so it will be act as a tool, and it will be fed against this workpiece. And workpiece it will be act as a anode because positive terminal of the battery it will be supplied to the workpiece. And we are always maintaining a sufficient gap between tool and the workpiece in order to apply a voltage or potential difference across this tool and the workpiece. And in order to carry out chemical dissolution of the workpiece material, we must have to supply this electrolyte solution between the tool and the workpiece, between the gap, right? And that electrolyte solution it will help to remove the material or clean up or brush up that material which will be removed during this process of a electrochemical grinding. So this will be the block diagrammically we can understood the working principle of the electrochemical grinding process. Basically, electrochemical grinding it is a combination of electrochemical machining, that machining process we have studied in the last lecture, and in combination with the mechanical grinding process. Are you understood? Draw this figure. So that part is explained in this slide. In the machining zone, there is an area of simultaneous electrochemical dissolution and a mechanical abrasion of work surface, where the gap width is less than height of the grain part that is projecting over this binder that was provided on a grinding. Another area of pure electrochemical removal where the abrasive grain does not touch the workpiece that was exist at the entry and at the side of the wheel, means at that location only pure chemical electrochemical machining that was achieved. Machining condition that at which the mechanical abrasion that will disappear, that was based on electrical parameter, machinability of the electrochemical process, and which type of the electrolyte and grinding wheel features, that is the what is the grain size of the abrasive, what should be the height of the abrasive particle over the wheel, that is also important. Generally we know that large amount of overcut it will be produced due to the slow feed rate of the grinding wheel against the workpiece. It also gives poor surface finish and wider tolerance, not a closed tolerance. It will provide the wider tolerance. While excessive wear of the wheel, it will be occurs due to the feed rate of the tool that was we are achieving very fast. Whenever feed rate of the tool or wheel, it will be faster, that will cause the wearing of the grinding wheel. So grinding wheel wear, it will be depend on a amount of the feed it will be given to the grinding wheel against the work surface. This will be the small tubular chart that will show the machining conditions that was achieved or that was required in case of electrochemical grinding. We require the feed rate in a range of 0.25 millimeter per minute. The gap between the grinding wheel and the wheel, it will be 0.025 mm. The speed of the grinding wheel, it must be range between 25 to 30 meter per second. The voltage that was across the grinding wheel and the workpiece, it will in a range of 5 to 15 volt DC supply whenever you are machining the steel, which is a workpiece, and 6 to 10 volt DC supply for tungsten carbide. If the work material is a tungsten carbide, then you took the voltage in a range of 6 to 10 volt. The density of the current, it must be in a range of 50 to 200 ampere per centimeter square, and whatever the removal of the material is to be take place, that was termed in terms of a material removal rate or a volumetric removal rate. It will be in a range of 100 to 500 millimeter cube per micron square in case of a steel workpiece, and 50 to 200 millimeter square per micro centimeter square, it will be a for tungsten carbide that was used as a workpiece. Whatever the contact pressure of the workpiece against the tool, because tool is stationary and we are feeding the workpiece against that tool, against that grinding wheel. So contact pressure, it will be related with the workpiece and it will be vary in a range of 1 to 8 kilogram per centimeter square. Generally, we are using sodium chloride, sodium nitride, and sodium nitroxide as an electrolyte solution that was mixed with the natural water. So this slide or this chart, it will deal about the various parameters and its range in a electrochemical grinding process. Draw this table, write the name machining conditions in an electrochemical grinding process. Take a sufficient time to write this particulars of the parameters in terms of a range. Over. That was described in this slide. Traditional grinding that will remove the metal by the abrasion process, and it will give the tolerance in a range of a point not 3 plus or minus, and it also creates certain kind of the thermal traces in a work material. However, if we are using electrogrinding process, we can get the close tolerance in a range of plus or minus 0.025 mm, and that was easily achievable by using electrochemical grinding against the traditional grinding process. The ability to hold the closer tolerance that was depend on mainly amount of the current you are supply, type of the electrolyte you are using, what will be the feed rate of the workpiece against the tool, and the metallurgical structure of the workpiece that was affecting the tolerance of the process which will be obtained by using electrochemical grinding process. This process can be used to grind the thin material which is having a thickness in a range of 1.2 mm, and such a small or a delicate or we may call it fragile shape component cannot be machined with a conventional grinding process, which will and it is difficult to achieve the close tolerance by using this conventional grinding process on a material which is high, which will be a thin and up to a thickness 1.02 mm. One of the drawback of this process, that is a it will give less accuracy in terms of when you are machining the inside corners, those are required to be removed. Because of this electric field effect, the radius or radii, which is greater than 0.25 to 0.375 meter, can be easily achieved by using this electrochemical grinding process. So this slide it will be focused on accuracy of the machining process and the surface quality of the work. Read this slide carefully. Okay, next. There are some performance characteristics in terms of electrochemical grinding process. First one, that is the effect of the contact pressure, effect of the grinding wheel speed, effect of the DC potential difference across the wheel and the workpiece, and effect of the abrasive grade in terms of a volumetric removal rate or metal removal rate. The first parameter, that is the effect or influence of the contact pressure. If you are observing these two diagrams, right, as we goes on increasing the contact pressure, the material removal rate by the electrochemical machining, it will goes on increasing. And also this diagram, it will give the material removal rate by using general conventional mechanical grinding process. But in both the cases, it will be for electrochemical machining process and it will be for the mechanical grinding process. In both the type of this material removal process, the material which is removed, that will be increases with increase in a contact pressure. So rate of material removal or volumetric removal rate, that was increasing with increase in a contact pressure. And contact pressure, its unit is a kg per centimeter square, and Q, that is the amount of material is to be removed from the workpiece in terms of a millimeter cube per minute. That is the volumetric removal rate of the material from the workpiece. Draw this figure. This is the first parameter which have an impact on a material removal. Next, speed of the grinding wheel. As we are increasing the current, supplied to the grinding wheel. As the amount of current is to be increased, the speed of the wheel it also increases. As speed of the wheel it will increases, it will increasing the material removal rate. Also, with increase in a grinding wheel speed, we must have to increase the amount of electrolyte it will be supplied between grinding wheel and the workpiece. If you are increasing the speed of the grinding, no doubt material removal rate it will be increases, and we are not increasing the amount of electrolyte supplied to the machining region, then there will be formation of the heat and gas at that particular region that will affect the performance of the machining process in case of a electrochemical grinding process. There are two effects, those are shown in this diagram, where using the diamond wheel, whose speed as we goes on increasing, the material remove rate it also goes on increasing up to a certain speed. As we goes on increasing the diamond wheel speed, the current intensity it must increases. Means with increase in a current intensity, there will be increase in a wheel speed, right? This will be the graph that will show the relation between grinding wheel speed on a material remove rate and current density, that is the ampere per centimeter square. Next, last, that is the effect of the potential difference across this wheel and the workpiece, and it will be depend on a amount of contact pressure. As we goes on increasing the contact pressure, this is for the steel dp 100, dp 200, that will we may call the applied voltage across or potential difference between wheel and the workpiece. With increase in a potential difference and with increase in the contact pressure, amount of material removal rate it will be increases. As we increase on a contact pressure, the amount of the current density it also goes on increasing for a constant potential difference of a 50 volt. So this slide it will be shows effect of the potential difference between the wheel and the workpiece on material removal rate as well as current density. There are certain materials used for the electrochemical grinding wheel. Which are those? Diamond wheel, non-diamond face wheel, and non-diamond wheel. If you are thinking about the diamond wheels, they are mainly used to grind the flat surfaces of tungsten carbide tool and the carbide part by using the electrochemical grinding process. The second material used for the wheel in case of a electrochemical grinding process, that is a non-diamond face wheel. Such kind of the wheels are used for grinding the flat surface of the steel as well as alloys of the steel. And the abrasive particles used in such type of the non-diamond wheel, that was used as a aluminum oxide. And non-diamond wheel where we require dress able resin bond and copper loaded wheels are used extensively, generally commonly used for all applications other than tungsten carbide. Means whenever you have to machine the material of a workpiece which is a tungsten carbide, then we go for the diamond wheel. If if the machining other than the tungsten carbide, we always use non-diamond wheels, that was preferred generally. So these are the certain material of the wheel. It will be used for electrochemical grinding process. Which are those? Diamond wheels, non-diamond face wheels, and simply non-diamond. Now this slide it will be focused on which kind of the electrolytes we are using in case of a electrochemical grinding. This slide it will show the table. Here material and its alloys, those are shown in this slide, in this column. And for this particular metal or material, which kind of a electrolyte is to be used? If you are using machining of the ferrous, nickel and cobalt alloys, we require sodium chloride as an electrolyte for the machining by using electrochemical grinding process. If you are using, if you are machining the material like a tungsten carbide, then we require the sodium nitrate. Likewise, titanium, zirconium, columbium, we require sodium chloride. Tungsten and molybdenum is required sodium carbonate with the sodium hydroxide also. Whenever you go for the machining of a copper or silver, you use the sodium nitride as an electrolyte. Read this slide, or if possible, write down the name of the material and proper selection of the electrolyte for machining such kind of the material by using electrochemical grinding process. Or now applications of this electrochemical grinding process. The mainly such kind of the processes are used to machine the material which is difficult to cut by using conventional grinding process like machining of a sintered carbides, creep resistance alloy like Inconel, mnemonics. These are the creep resistance alloys. Also, machining of the titanium, it will be easily carried out by using electrochemical grinding process. Also, some metallic composites, alloys, production of a tungsten carbide tool, certain delicate and complicated parts. Also, for the machining of the thin wall tubes, it will be carried out by using electrochemical grinding process. The removal of the fatigue cracks from the steel structure under the seawater, it will be carried out by using electrochemical grinding process. The machining of the carbides and variety of the high strength alloys, that was easily carried out by using electrochemical grinding process. These are the some listed applications of the ECG, that is the electrochemical grinding process. Write down these applications. Now these are the advantages: absence of work hardening, elimination of the grinding burrs, absence of the distortion of a thin fragile shape, or also thermosensitive parts. It will provide the good quality of surface finish. It will help to give the close tolerances of the surfaces after the machining, and it also helpful to increase the life of the grinding, because there will be no direct contact of the grinding wheel with the workpiece, so that it will be helpful to increase the life of the grinding. These are some of the advantages of the electrochemical grinding process. Read it carefully. And last one, that is the limitations or disadvantages of a electrochemical grinding process. That is a we require the higher capital cost as compared to the conventional grinding process. This will be applicable for the electrical conductive materials only. As we are using the electrolyte for the machining process, some of the electrolyte it will be corrosive in nature. Also, filtration of this used electrolyte and the disposal of such used hazardous electrolyte, that will be a common problem that was faced during this operating of the electrochemical machining process. These are some of the limitations or disadvantages. It will be suitable for only electrical conductive material. Those are used for the work. In this way, we have covered the electrochemical grinding process in detail. If you have any doubt regarding this electrochemical grinding process, please ask me. This is a simple working principle, diagrammatically explained in a simple manner. This is the actual setup of the electrochemical grinding process. This is the formulae by which we can calculate the volume flow rate or material remove rate. This will be the simple block diagram. It will clear your concept that what is the electrochemical grinding. Electrochemical grinding, that is a combination of electrochemical machining plus mechanical grinding, where 80% or 85% of the material is to be removed by the electrochemical dissolution of the material, and 10 to 15% material is to be removed by the mechanical abrasive or abrasion process, because we are using the abrasive particles. This will be the machining conditions of the EGM, electrochemical grinding. हाँ काय ते हाँ
ताब्यात घ्या त्याकडे कशाला ठेवायची त्याकडे
देतो म्हणलं होतं मला.
कशाही देतो मला त्याचं झालंय काम आता टाईप करून टाकून जाते कसं बी परत आपली लागल.
त्याला 2 वेळा विचारलं बरं, रजिस्टर बी दे म्हणलं आणि
लिस्ट पण दे. काही सांग नाही आमदार.
These are the some of the performance characteristics of a electrochemical grinding process, where we study the influence of contact pressure, grinding wheel, and potential difference. Then material used for the wheel, different types of the electrolyte used for a specific material and its alloys. Then we discuss about the applications, advantages, and disadvantages. In this way, the second point from the third chapter, that is the electrochemical grinding, is over. If anyone have any query, please ask. Okay, with this we will stop over here. Next lecture we'll start with the chemical machining process. Right. Thank you very much. Samadhan Shezal is there. Whether Samadhan is there? Piyush, Omkar Mali, and Girish Shelke.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the Omkar? Okay, we will stop over here.